Nathan Cross was rushing through the airport, trying to make his connecting flight, when a small voice stopped him in his tracks. "Excuse me, mister. Can you help us get home?" Nathan turned to see a little boy, maybe 3 or 4 years old, soaking wet from the rain outside. He wore a brown jacket and clutched a teddy bear. His curly hair was matted to his forehead, and he was pointing up at the sky where planes were landing. "Where are your parents?" Nathan asked, kneeling down. "My daddy is in heaven. And my mommy." The little boy pointed behind him. Nathan looked up to see a young woman in what appeared to be a pilot's uniform, running toward them through the rain. She was also soaking wet and looked panicked. "Oliver." "Oh my God, Oliver." The woman reached them, scooping the boy into her arms. "You can't just run off like that." I was terrified. She looked at Nathan. "Thank you for stopping him. I'm so sorry. We missed our connection and Oliver got confused and ran outside." She stopped, catching her breath. "It's okay," Nathan said. "He's safe. I'm Nathan. Emma Richardson. This is my son Oliver." Emma set Oliver down, but kept a firm grip on his hand. "We were supposed to fly standby to Portland, but the flight was full. There's not another one until tomorrow morning, and I don't have money for a hotel, and Oliver is exhausted and confused, and..." She stopped, clearly fighting tears. "I'm sorry. You don't need to hear all this. My daddy is in heaven," Oliver repeated to Nathan, as if this explained everything. "And we need to go home, but Mommy says there's no room on the airplane. Can you make room? You look important." Nathan felt his heart clench. "I can try. Let me make a call." As Emma protested, Nathan stepped away and called his assistant. 10 minutes later, he returned. "There are 2 seats on my private plane to Seattle. I can have you in Portland within 3 hours. No cost." Emma stared at him. "You have a private plane?" "I do. And it's going to Seattle anyway. Portland is on the way. Please, let me help." "Why would you do this for strangers?" Nathan looked at Oliver, who was shivering and exhausted, still clutching his teddy bear. "Because your son asked me for help, and he said his daddy is in heaven. I understand what it's like to lose a parent. My father died when I was young. I remember being Oliver's age, confused about why Daddy wasn't coming home." On the flight, as Oliver slept curled up in a leather seat, Emma told Nathan her story. Her husband had been a pilot who died in a small plane crash 2 years ago. Emma had been a flight attendant, but was training to be a pilot herself following in her husband's footsteps, she said, to honor his memory and to provide better for Oliver. "We were visiting my in-laws for the holidays," Emma explained. "They live near the airport where we got stranded, but they're elderly and don't have room for us to stay, and I budgeted so carefully for this trip that I don't have extra for a hotel." I was trying to figure out what to do when Oliver ran outside. He thought if he pointed at the planes, someone important would make room for us. He was right. He pointed at planes, and someone did make room. "Nathan, why are you really doing this? You could have just kept walking. Most people would have. Because I've spent 10 years building a successful company. I have more money than I could ever spend. But I eat dinner alone in airport lounges and spend holidays working because I have no one waiting for me at home." When Oliver asked me for help, pointing at those planes with such hope and trust, I saw what I've been missing: purpose beyond profit, connection, the chance to actually matter to someone. Over the following weeks, Nathan found reasons to stay in touch. He called to check on Oliver, sent books about planes, arranged for Emma to have access to better flight training resources. He visited Portland on business and joined them for pizza nights. And somewhere between bedtime stories about pilots and conversations about loss and healing, Nathan fell in love with both of them. Can I ask you something? Emma said 3 months after that rainy night at the airport. Why do you keep coming back? You've already done more than anyone could expect. You got us home safely. You've helped with Oliver's childcare costs so I can complete my pilot training. You've been present in our lives in ways I never expected. What are you getting out of this? Everything I was missing. Emma, when Oliver asked me to help you get home, I didn't realize he was also showing me the way home. To purpose, to family, to love. You've both given me more than I've given you. Nathan, you're a billionaire. I'm a widow with a 4-year-old, trying to become a pilot while working part-time. We come from completely different worlds. We come from the same world one, where we've both lost people we love. Where we're both trying to build something meaningful from loss. Emma, Oliver pointed at planes and asked for help. I helped you get home that night, but you've been helping me find my way home ever since. 6 months after Oliver had approached Nathan in the rain at the airport, Nathan proposed with Oliver's approval and participation. Emma, Oliver asked me to help you get home. I got you to Portland that night. But somewhere along the way, you both became my home. You've shown me what matters, not success or money, but being there for people who need you. Oliver's shown me that asking for help is brave, not weak. Will you marry me? Let me be part of this family officially. At their wedding, Oliver served as ring bearer and gave a toast. My daddy is in heaven. He was a pilot and he died in a plane crash. And it was really sad. Then we got stuck at the airport in the rain. I asked Mr. Nathan to help us get home because he looked important. He got us on his plane. Then he kept helping us. Then he became my new daddy. My first daddy is still in heaven, but my new daddy is right here. So you can have two daddies, one watching from heaven and one helping you on earth. Sometimes a lost child pointing at planes finds more than just a flight home. Sometimes the CEO who stops to help finds his own way home. Sometimes borrowed seats on private planes lead to permanent seats at family tables. And sometimes heaven sends help in unexpected forms through rainy airports and small voices asking strangers for kindness. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it. Subscribe for more stories about loss, second chances, and families formed through compassion. Leave a comment about when someone helped you find your way home. Your stories inspire us all.